show you how I made these amazing, delicious, and super soft pumpkin cheesecake cookies. They are to die for. To start off with, I am adding cold cream cheese into my bowl. I'm also adding in sugar and some vanilla. I will have all the ingredients to this recipe down on the description box below. And with my mixer, I'm going to mix it up, and of course scraping down the side of my bowl every now and then. And when it reaches a nice fluffy stage, then I'm going to start adding these to my cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. I'm doing just little balls here, about two, I would say not tablespoons, I'm going to say about 2 teaspoons each. You should get about 16 little balls. And these are going to go into the freezer. They have to firm up before we add them to our cookie dough. In this bowl, I'm going to be adding some granulated sugar and pumpkin pie spice. This is for the sugar coating on the cookies. Mix that well and set aside. Now on this plate, I'm going to be adding pumpkin puree. And as you see here, I am going to be blotting out most of the moisture. You don't want to keep too much moisture on that pumpkin puree because the cookies will not come out, trust me. Do this about 4 or 5 times and this is good to go. In another bowl, I'm going to be adding some flour, pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And I'm just going to whisk this together, setting that aside. In this other bowl, I'm going to be putting unsalted butter at room temperature and light brown sugar. I'm going to mix this until it's light and fluffy. After that, I'm going to be adding 2 egg yolks at room temperature and some vanilla extract. And I'm going to mix that together. And then in goes that pumpkin puree. And mixing that together. And I'm going to be adding in the dry ingredients. And on low speed, just so that the flour doesn't get everywhere, I'm going to mix this up until it's all incorporated. And of course, scraping down the sides of the bowl. Now we're ready to assemble our cookies. So you're going to get about 2 tablespoons. I just used that that ice cream scooper, and it worked just fine. And I'm going to be adding the cream cheese right there, and then I'm going to roll it up. Now you want to make sure that there is no visibility on the cream cheese. You want to have it pretty nice and covered. Roll it into your sugar coating and continue doing this with the rest of the other ones. You want to bake 6 cookies at a time. Make sure you space them out. And when you are baking one batch, make sure you put that cream cheese back into the freezer. If not, it's going to get warm and you don't want that. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I've got these done. These are going into the oven for 12 to 13 minutes. I actually did 12 minutes and that was fine for me. Let them cool. Once you take them out of the oven for about 10 minutes, transfer them to a wire rack and let them cook completely and enjoy. And I'm telling you, these are so delicious. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope that you make this recipe. If you do, let me know. Please leave a nice comment below. Subscribe to my channel.